There's something that we call political interference. Everywhere, politics and politicians cause chaos. So, politicians destroy people's careers for real, without even having a shadow of doubt. Salute squatters. Welcome to Squatter Camp Podcast. We are back with another video. We continue to engage about issues which we believe they affect all the South African citizens. We are tired of being led by crooks. Politicians, they cause chaos. They are the reason why there's so much chaos. There's so much crime. I want to talk about this issue of Commissioner General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. Now the IPID has made a 360 turn now. They are no longer investigating whatever and whatsoever. So in the first place, you ask yourself, what exactly were they trying to investigate? And believe me, people like Senzo Mkhunu are involved in this thing because he is a minister. I keep on, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know, maybe squatters will try to talk some sense in me that why do we have to have politicians, ministers? Why do we have to have ministers who are politicians? Politics, destroys everything. A country that is run and managed by a politician, you'll see there's chaos. Nothing actually comes right because politicians keeps on interfering. We used to have Scorpion here in South Africa. Scorpion. The priority crime investigators. They were even investigating politicians. They disbanded that division in the police. Why? Because it was a threat to them. So that is why I'm saying all the politicians are dirty. All the politicians are cruel, are heartless, and they continue to destroy our country. We need a change in a political system in our country so that I'm not saying I'm proposing what, but first thing first, if we can have a non-politician president, I think that is the first step because now we are subjected to some nonsensical shenanigans. I mean, people like General Mkhwanazi, everybody can see that he's doing his job. And by the way, just to say this in passing, in South Africa, for you to be promoted, to be regarded as a hero, you must be corrupt. None of the ANC comrades is not corrupt. All of them are corrupt. All of them are dirty. All of them have done dirty work. That is why they are still in the ANC. In the ANC, if you are not corrupt, you will not last. Politicians, they continue to steal, they continue to run this gangsterism, the drug cartels and everything. There's an underworld which they are operating freely so. And anyone who becomes a threat to them, they crush that person in no time. Now we are aware that whatever they do, they want to destroy General Mkhwanazi. We are waiting for them to see that, oh, this is what you do. Why do we have to have politicians in the state to run the state? Because whatever the decision they make it towards in favor of them. They will never make any decision against themselves. No. Even Senzo Mkhunu, you find that he's trying to protect his brothers. His friends who are corrupt, who are drug dealers, who are dealing with, shady things. They protect one another. They do protect one another. Now you come, you do your job, you become a threat. They will deal with you. But it's just fortunate because we've got a media, for social media, we've got all the tools to fight these things. To speak our voices that, listen, this is wrong. It's completely wrong. It should not be done. Even when they are sitting there, having their own backdoor meetings there, discussing this nonsense, They know that as South Africans, they are not buying into our story. They are not buying into this. They can see that we are just being dumb and acting as if they are busy with something, but they are just destroying. Now we can't go to Joburg CBD anymore. Buildings are hijacked by illegal immigrants who are running drug cartels there. Prostitutes are there. People are doing human trafficking there. Our sisters and brothers are being trafficked out of the country. Some of them, they are turned into prostitutes. Then we must keep quiet. No, everything is fine under the ANC government. Now we must just wear suits, all of us, and be diplomatic and say, no, everything is fine. Our politicians have caused so much damage. We need a system that will work for us before we go to a revolution, because if these things continue like this, we are going to go for a revolution now. Everything will stop now. Because I don't care if there's EFF or MKP or ANC or DA. All these people are rotten. They are politicians. They can't tell me nothing. All of them, they are there to eat, to feed their families. What about our lives? Ordinary people from squatter camps who are staying in slums, who are unemployed, who are poor, who are going through poverty, living below the poverty line, not having any source of income, being subjected to sell on the street corners just to feed your family. We elect them to go to parliament so that they can continue and perpetuate their corruption. Cyril Ramaphosa appointed Ronald Lamola to become a Minister of Justice. He did nothing. He is now in international relations. It's a promotion. When you are useless in the ANC, they promote you. They give you, belts to promote you, that the more useless you become, the more they promote you. You can see Ronald, he's got nothing. That young man, we appreciate. He's got education. He studied what? Law. But when you look at him, he's just an innocent soul, Shem. He doesn't even have a plan about South Africa. Where do you want to see your country? When you become a minister of a certain portfolio, you just like people like KZN McKenzie. He was talking, by the way, hey, I know this 26 gang, from prison. I know how they operate. He was talking loud, talking too much. I can do this. Hey, Mr. President. Hey, someone straight from prison to a minister. Even the ANC, they are political prisoners. They've got nothing for us. They are crooks themselves. They are thugs. They are working with drug dealers. They are working with thugs. So they've got nothing. And they will continue to bully us into voting for them, telling us that we fought for you. Yeah, our people, our people. If you can hear politicians saying our people, you must know that there's a problem there. Even the DA will sometimes say, yeah, our people, South Africans don't want this. Which South Africans? Politicians, all of them are dirty. So now, they realize that now their mission to actually get rid of him that way, in that approach, is not working. Now they went back to the drawing board now. They are planning something again. These dirty politicians. It's so bad, it's so sad. As a country, we find ourselves in this situation. Yet we said we wanted democracy, we wanted to rule. Is this the kind of rule that we wanted to is this the kind of governance that we wanted as black people, to say, we want to be in power? In power for what? For you to be corrupt and steal and steal and steal. We see Eskom being owed by municipalities billions, but they tell ordinary citizens to buy electricity. They themselves, they owe Eskom. How are the people going to, you don't motivate them. Do the right thing. Lead by example, so people will follow. And when you speak, they will listen, because you are doing exactly that. And now, General Mkhwanazi dealt with KZN. Now people are scared. These criminals now are running to Gauteng to commit crimes now, because they can't operate there. There, it's Operation Wanyatsotsi there. You can't. You will not succeed. He's doing a good job. But who are we telling? We're telling the ANC thugs to promote him to become... I want Mkhwanazi, General Mkhwanazi, to become a police minister. If that can happen in our lifetime, I know that crime will be, crime will be crushed if they don't corrupt him. Because everybody has a price tag. But so far, we see him as a promising someone. He's well educated, that man. He has got all the expertise, all the tools. Not like this corrupt, they exchange. Even the Fikile Mbalulas became police ministers. He knows nothing about policing. He knows nothing, zero. No, he was a police minister. You don't even know how to carry a gun. I'm talking about the Glock, just a handgun, not a rifle, not an LM4, not a shotgun. Just a Glock. You take that person, he can't even shoot a target at the shooting range. You take him, you put him as a police minister. You take the very useless granny, you make him a minister of defense to protect the country. Someone who's old, who should be sitting with her grandchildren. He's a minister of defense. Minister of defense. Useless ANC. Useless ANC. We are tired of this thing called ANC. And some of us, our biggest wish is for this ANC to fall, to go to 0%. It belongs to the dustbin of history. It's rotten, this thing. We are not happy citizens. We are not proud to say we are South Africans. No. Because of this nonsensical ANC that is causing chaos. We've had presidents and exchanging positions. This one, after Mandela, Mbeki. After Mbeki, Zuma. After Zuma, Ramaphosa. All of them, they did nothing. By the way, Jacob Zuma at least was a better president compared to this other, the predecessor, all of them. And also his successor, still the same. But at least Zuma was taking a better direction, but at the same time, he has got his own flaws. Inviting the Guptas here to dance in our country, two brothers to run our country. They did a good job. Julius Malema did a good job there by pushing him out. He was going to be arrogant on that position. When you are a leader, you should not develop that arrogance that no one can tell you, no, we will push you. You are becoming a threat now. You are becoming a dictator of some sort. You should be pushed out. Julius Malema did the right thing by pushing out Jacob Zuma, because he was going to give the Guptas, co-presidency in a kind of position, which was horrible. It was delivering horrible results. A plate of curry, selling a country with a plate of curry. That's Jacob Zuma for you. So all of them, to me, are the same. Are the same. It depends who's a better, the better, kind of better. Maybe 2% Nyana better. But they are all the same. Mbeki came and signed all these nonsensical policies, privatization, everything. He signed. And he was bullying comrades there. And he wanted a third term or put Phumzile Mlambo Ngcuka as a deputy to take over from her. It didn't happen. Even Cyril Ramaphosa, he's planning. He's planning to put someone else besides Paul Mashatile. Paul Mashatile will never be a president. Will never be president in our country. We know he's sick. His health is deteriorating. He's not coping that way. He collapses on the pulpit and everything. The last time I checked, he was having a picnic. What do you call this thing? I don't normally attend these things because I get irritated when I see our country becoming a banana republic. They were having a pool party there with some ladies there dancing there. That's all he can do at his mansion there, Waterfall. What do we do with such politicians? who continue to enrich themselves and don't care about the poor people. You want that man to become a president? I was looking at Tokyo Swale saying Paul Mashatile should be president. He's one of the beneficiaries. That's why they married white people and all of that, because they thought they've arrived. To them, it's a party to them. They can dance. These politicians, they have access to even marry white people, because when you don't have money, you can't marry a white person in South Africa. It's not like America. America, they speak the same language. Everything is just fine. It's not a shock to marry a white person in America. No, they do. African Americans, they do, and the ladies there, they like African Americans. Africans, we've got the vibe, that vavavo. So our politicians, they can have access to marry white people, and then they would want to tell us nonsense here. He slept in a shack because they were campaigning the other year. I don't know, 2000 and whatever. He slept in a shack, but look at this house. Look at all these politicians, their houses. You're staying in a 10-bedroom house. You've got just 3 kids. And why? Why do you do that? You buy a 10 million, 15 million mansion, but people in Alexandra are poor. They continue to suffer. So IPID, they made a U-turn because it's boring, man. It's boring to be a South African. We see nonsense here. We're witnessing nonsense, shenanigans. People are wasting our resources. That's why this tax thing, they must just leave it there. Otherwise, people should just go for a tax revolt or something, so that the government can be broke as hell, so we can start afresh. They are irritating us, these people. They continue to steal our money and brag on us and rub this thing on our face that, hey, we're stealing here. What can you do? They undermine us, undermine the same people who vote for them. Politicians should stay away from state affairs, should stay away from police, ministers, commissioners who are doing their job. They must stay away because they are corrupt. They're working with drug dealers, murderers, women traffickers. All of those, it's a crime syndicate. So Mkhwanazi, General Mkhwanazi is tracing that, and they are too scared. They are shaking. Let's continue engaging squatters. Sometimes these issues, they make us very angry, irritated, very much irritated. But anyway, thank you to the squatter community. Welcome the new subscribers. Let's continue to engage, because these issues, either way, they affect all of us. Sharp squatters.